Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's the Mac, and welcome back to Wargame Design Studios, Napoleonic Battles, Republican Bayonets on the Rhine, playing Kaiserlautern, the Battle of Kaiserlautern, first day. 8 more turns, so I'm thinking of wrapping this one up, and this is going to be the last part. I think it's going to be part 9, so we're going to see what happens. And then do a bit of an evaluation here. So we're going to jump in from the last one. We have a French turn. We're going to be using our French artillery here. Definitely attack these guys, I think. 4 to 19. Lost some guns here because he made an assault. Horse artillery is deployed there. Damage, and I think he's he might be making a push here. I'm not sure. He's kind of advancing, so let's fire on them with artillery. So 21 was killed there. There's only like 50 men left. Those are the horses. Okay, definitely attack them. 16. All right. Still disordered, we can't deploy in a line. We have these guys. 50 horses, I don't think that's a big threat. We have our skirmishers on the flanks. So we'll just hold that. This cavalry has almost made it. So they have, all my guys have actually recovered full fatigue here. I could actually deploy them in an extended line. I would get another unit here, even though he's got, don't see the point. We probably will not be able to fire at him anyways. So I think we just leave it like this in the south and move up to the north. I'm not going to do many changes here. I think I'm just going to see what he does. I'm just going to hold my lines. Cavalry could start maybe to... The same problem is the commander here, Olivier, he's in charge of them as well. So I don't want him to leave their command. So we'll just keep it like this. And we'll see what the Prussians do these last couple of turns. I'm going to be firing at him, obviously. Trying to cause damage. As much as possible. These guys might be maxed. No, 54%. Okay. Slight damage. I'm just going to end it here. And there's no melee. So we're just going to go into turn 40. Might be a couple of quick turns here. Unless the Prussians launch a major attack. Which then it's going to be problematic for me. But at the rate the computer is going here, I think we are going to make it... Good thing we got our supplies there for our guns. He's really hesitant to commit his forces there. He probably could have smashed through. Oh, he's pulling them back now. Probably realizing the French have some pretty good defensive positions on the other side of that stream. But Otterbach is out of our reach. We don't really need to capture it though. I guess I could have been more, I could have been even more aggressive. I could have just sort of kept up the attack of this division and just pressed on, but would have taken more casualties as well, I think. He's hammering those guys in the woods there. And 3 got back out of 8, so we're slowly starting to recover our forces now. Let's see if we can get this cavalry. He's almost out of the woods there, so we're just gonna leave. They still disordered, so we're just gonna stay like this. We're gonna do fire our cannons. So we're gonna fire at him as he's trying to retreat here now. These guns here will just lay down on these guys moving in, I think. 63 casualties, man. Oh, Oh, 66. They're getting murdered by these guns deployed there. And don't think anything is within musket range, so we're just gonna sit tight and see what happens. No melee. 41. Yeah, I don't think a lot's going to be happening in these last couple of turns. He might make some probing attacks, but I don't think so. We're not going to be attacking anymore. So the battle sort of turned out historically, definitely in the south. Not so much in the north. It's very interesting to play versus a human opponent this battle. I think the Prussians do have a lot of forces they could utilize in this defense. And it would be a lot harder to do this with the human opponent playing the French versus the Prussians here. Since the Prussians are outnumbering and probably could do a lot better in maneuverability, maneuver their forces around than the computer has done. But I gotta say, there's some, you can feel the general improvements in the AI. It's not doing so many stupid things as they used to do. 3 out of 5, 3 units recovered. So yeah, we're really recovering our forces now. Good stuff. Let's just do artillery. So he's moving something in there. Let's just keep firing at them. Basically fire at anything that moves. So he retreated back here. Let's just hammer that fort. That fort was actually briefly in French hands. What's he got here? 600 men there, man. I think we should just try and hit these guns. Nope. And there's no firing to be done. Okay, now finally my horses are... Ouch! Trying to come back to these guys. Are they recovered? No, they still have not recovered. So I'm going to put them in line when they have recovered there. And this stuff up here, nothing is in with them. So just going to end it. Going to turn 42 here. Yeah, not a lot going down here. He might have realized in the south that he's going to just hold his ground there. Those guns are causing good damage, though, even though he's just maneuvering around there. He doesn't seem to have any artillery in the north. He hasn't moved up any guns or anything. Which is... he probably should have had some artillery guns put here to sort of damage me as well, but who knows? He might be out of guns. Or this is just cavalry here, yeah. We have taken out quite a few of the Prussian guns. So I'm using the alternate graphics for this. I'm actually going to switch to the last alternate graphics just to have showcased all the different graphics in the game. She fired. Nothing happened. Okay, still not able to recover these guys. No. So this was the 3D view. I did play a whole episode with the 3D. Yeah, this is looking pretty powerful here. Look at all these lines. Da, 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 da. So I'm going to try and do the, let's see, unit simple. We're going to have a block. This is the other alternate. We're going to use that for a while and see how that feels. Right, so just fire our guns. Let's fire stuff that's not disrupted. Try to cause some damage. See if we can knock out another gun. Yeah! The French artillery is really, really good, man. So there's not going to be any firing. We're just going to end it. There's not going to be any melee. We're just going to go into turn 43. So 5 more turns. So, see what he does. He's just shuffling his forces around. He's not really doing anything. He's actually routed up there. He's got some routed forces up there. He's just, yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He's just basically forming his cavalry up, pulling it back, forming it up. Yeah, he's pulling back there. He's actually advancing with something. Okay, there's something happening up there. I'm still waiting for him to bring up some artillery guns here, but don't think he will. Deploying in lines. Now something got back. Could it be these guys? No, still haven't recovered. Cavalry's back though after their long and arduous retreat through the woods, but they're now back to their parent division or brigade. They had to go all the way around here to get back, but they're now back in with their forces. So it's looking good. Yeah, let's just see artillery fire here. We got the north. We got some. Okay, he's fired this closest. He's got cavalry coming in there. Interesting. 6 men. Looks like our horse artillery can fire here. They're on top of that hill. 16 men, and they will just pound here. Let's just try and knock out artillery. Alright, there's no firing. There's not going to be any firing. He's not within range. So, let's see. They're covering 91% of the front. I wonder if I move them in there. What would happen if they get disordered? Probably will, so I'm just going to leave it. Cavalry's all back. Alright, so we're just going to end it. Turn 44. So it's going to be a lot of computer playback in this episode. He does seem to recover quite fast, though. He's got some good commanders. Good ratings. He really wants to attack there, but he's not committing. He made that big attack of the bridge, the battle of the bridge there. It was over 100 casualties on each side, but the French actually stood their ground. We didn't rout, we didn't break, and then he pulled these forces back. So if he had pressed on that attack, probably would have, smashed through my lines there. But we're fine now, I think. 44. So there's still one stubborn unit that just won't recover, and I think it's those guys in the south. Let's just keep firing here, man. There's 2 remaining guns. What's he got here? Let's hit something. That's going to be probably very damaging. 12-5, okay. Yeah, those guys still haven't recovered. They're recovering some fatigue, though. So that's good. Might. Looks like he's moving in more guns. Yeah, he's just going back and forth there. Those two guns are shooting like crazy down there. So that's kind of a stupid move. He's moving in line formation into the woods there. I mean, that would make him disordered. He does have a commander with him, so maybe he's hoping he will just rally real fast. And there will be no melee. That unit still hasn't recovered. And we'll just blast away. Let's kill some of his horses. 12 horses. And see if we can take out another gun. Yeah, beautiful. End it. Melee, no. Okay. 46, 2 more turns to go, man. I was kind of, you know, wondering if he was going to go for like another major assault there. It doesn't seem he committed. He's sort of just doesn't really know what to do. He's sort of moving his forces around, but he's not attacking. I mean, he has nothing to lose since he's already at a major defeat. I mean, he probably could have smashed through there. Does have a lot of infantry up there at Otterbach. It'll be fun to see once the battle is over what kind of quality he had in those troops in the north there. Those guns are actually heavy guns. No, the H is for horse, I think it means. Horse guns. Horse artillery. 46 of 48. 0 out of... Yeah, nope, no recovery there. So just blast away with artillery. It's got a heck of a lot of horses up there. 31 huge casualties, man. See if we can keep knocking guns out. Oh, another one bites the dust. Nice. Alright. Almost at the end. There's almost 10 turns we did nothing. But I'm happy with the advances I've made. It's looking good. We got a major, so it's all good. Let's see. He's still moving his forces around. Probably has his whole army down here now. Ouch. Okay, he fired. No melee, and they are still on our back, even though the commander is standing right next to them. Just won't get back in order there. Deployed in a line. He's got columns. Let's fire at those guys. And only two more guns left there. See if we can knock them all out. Oh, fatigue. All right. So let's end it. 48. Here we go. Last turn. What will they do the last turn? Probably nothing. I still think, though, the AI is behaving somewhat strange sometimes. I guess it's a work in progress. I guess you could say one thing, though. I mean, it's actually smart enough not to launch a major attack, now that it's actually at a disadvantage. Because even though if he would have attacked me there, he could have, in the long run, maybe break my lines, but he would have sustained so much heavy casualties that the major victory probably would not have changed. It will just be the same sort of outcome. Because he will take a heck of a lot of casualties moving into these. We'll be standing and covering. We have line formations, all these guns facing this way. I mean, he would take horrendous casualties moving in. I don't know. We'll see the full scope of it when the battle ends. Melee phase. And there we go. Time limit reached. Boom. Dun, 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 dun. All right, first side, French. We had 100 points of victory objectives. We lost about 1,200 men. The enemies took 2,500 casualties there. So, wow, 1,300 more infantry casualties. And, oh man, over 1,000 horses in casualties. 4 artillery we lost. 28. And 300 supplies. We didn't get anything for that. 4 leaders were also killed. So I do think the victory values are very generous to the French player here. Only 200 points for major? The French forces have prevailed. Okay, so here, let's have a look. Let's look at the big picture here. Wow, looks like he moved his whole army. Wow, let's look at the big map here. Wow, look at that. Oh, he would have crushed me here if he would have been smart. So he moved his whole army up. There's his guns. They're actually quality B guns, man. Infantry is quality C, about the same as the French. Cavalry is pretty badass too. Dragoons, guns. Quality A on these guys. And we smashed them with our cavalry though. We did that charge. He had some artillery, he was moving up. Big chunks of infantry here. Wow, he had a lot of forces here. That's this divisional commander there. Brigade, sorry. Okay, he had a brigade there. That was them. So that's this divisional commander, right? Kaiserlautern. He had a brigade. Romberg. Budberg. I think he would have been able to smash me here, man. He would have. but he never really committed his forces. I mean, he had enough to fill my line and actually sort of go around and hit me in the back, in the flank here. I did have my cavalry in reserve, but he would have easily taken this out. And he had his whole army in the south as well. Sacred Weimar division. Here's his main man of the hour, Duke of Brunswick. There he is. Rating C, leadership C. So he was here, and he had these redoubts, these strong points with forces. Quality A, so he had some really good Garde zu Fuß. Guard Brigade, man. Quality A. Is that Reuter? Yeah, that's his whole Guard Brigade there. Wow, that was a pretty powerful force. Horse artillery. Yeah, wow. This is it. Hope you guys learned something through this whole Let's Play. If you have managed to watch all the episodes. I learned a lot about this game during this Let's Play. Definitely how tactics work for the French, at least, with skirmishers, light troops, extended lines, artillery. Artillery is very important in this series. They are real killers. Cavalry, not so much. It's mostly cavalry versus cavalry, but we did see some examples when the Prussians charged my line and column infantry. They took a heck of a beating. So the square is definitely something to form up if you're threatened by cavalry. So basically, your battle column is your main assault. When you want to go for like melee attacks and attacks with infantry, you should go into column formation and then attack, basically. And if you just want to dish out a lot of firepower, you go into line. And fending off cavalry is square. And skirmishers are really deadly as well in this game. They really can disrupt and harass forces. They are very, very useful. So I do understand more in this title the concept of skirmishers. They really are. You got to utilize them well to be able to, really, definitely something to keep on your flanks to sort of surround the enemy and cause harassing fire and stuff, or just keep them in terrain to hold off enemies. Very good. In the open, they're dead meat, especially facing cavalry, as we saw here. I lost about 200 skirmishers to cavalry here. He just charged them and slaughtered them. So you got to really be on your toes a lot in this. And very good, very important to form battle lines and kill zones and stuff. Very important. So learned a lot. Hope you guys learned a lot too. It will be interesting to move on. The next title I will cover will be Marengo. That will be Enter Napoleon, basically. He's not in any of these fights in this first. This is all the Revolutionary Wars. But then it kicks off with the War of the Second Coalition and Third Coalition. The Second Coalition is actually portrayed in this game as well. But I think there will be more of it in Marengo. And maybe even the Third Coalition. I'm not sure what else they take up. We're going to have a look at that title as it comes up on the channel in the future. So very, very good game, man. Napoleonic Battles. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned something. I learned a lot. If you have questions and stuff, do type in the comments of the videos. I will try and answer them and stuff. Seems to be a lot of experts out there, though. I've got some really good advice from you guys watching this as well. You really helped me out, pointing out certain things. So some really good advice for this. And I did really actually really enjoyed playing 3D as well. It was kind of fun. You do get a different perspective of the game. Does look pretty powerful when you go down to the 3D zoom here with all these lines of infantry. I really like it. I wish you could zoom even more into it. That would be really cool to see the units up close and stuff. And of course, some of the 3D drawn maps are excellent. These are not the 3D maps. These are the standard maps, I think. But they have some hand-drawn maps that are really beautiful. You can download them from the page. Certain titles, I think. Quite big files, but probably worth it. So, the Battle of Kaiserlautern, yeah. This day one. Turned out quite historically. We actually did manage to take Sambach, which the French did not do the first day. This would be the second day battles when that third column arrives, division, and they duke it out with the Prussians here. But historically, the French lost this battle and they had to pull back after taking heavy casualties, and it was sort of a stalemate going on, and the French had to retreat from the field of battle, and the Prussians still held the ground, Duke of Brunswick. So, but this was a major victory the first day of the battle. We found to do follow-up, but I'm not going to do a Let's Play of that. I think this suffices. This is going to be 9-part Let's Play, so I think that's enough. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you in the future videos. We're going to be covering more of the new Panzer campaigns, man. Spring Awakening. Looking really sweet. Just made an introductory video about it. But we're going to be doing a Let's Play as well. So have a good one. Stay safe. And I'll see you in the future videos. Have a good one.